All right, let's go. Every step a touch, 2 balls. So I'm a freestyle coach. I'm gonna put them in difficult situations. I read how they're doing with their technique, and then I'll modify it based on what I see. Let's go. Every step a touch. So if your foot comes up, it must come down on the ball. You happen to have 2. And time. All right, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow the ball. So now you got 2. And what you're gonna do is alternate touches. You're gonna cross the ball. Got it? The balls are transitioning from one foot to the other, and it's going in a circle. Every step a touch. Let's go. You have 2? Oh yeah, borrow it, sorry. Let's go. Figure it out. So it's crossing. Woo. Let's go. Keep the ball tight. Figure it out. So I'm totally complicating them. I have never run this session before. I just had a ton of extra balls, less kids, so I decided I'm gonna roll with it. Now I'm gonna change it up, make it easier than more difficult again. And time. So now we're gonna use 2 balls again. You're gonna have a ball on each side. You're gonna stand in between the balls. You're gonna kick catch the ball, switch feet, switch balls. Kick catch, kick it back, switch sides. Let's go. So because I work on ball mastery nonstop, I constantly have to change things up so they don't get bored with the monotony of working with the ball. So I want to combine a lot of the moves we teach and just use 2 balls because I want to. Because I get bored as a coach as well. And time. Right, 2 balls again, but this time you're going to have 1 ball on the right side, 1 ball on the left side. That's the same, but this is different. You're going to do a pullback to the side, but don't let it hit the ball. We'll touch it here, and then immediately go to the other ball, which requires the other foot to start. Okay. Make sure you have space. So this is a pull back behind, roll and go move. So we're just mixing it up with 2 balls because when I just do pull back behind nonstop, it's monotony at its worst. They've been doing this, some of these kids, for 7 years being with me. Once you have it, see if you can pick up the pace. How quickly can you go? How quickly can you transition ball to ball? Now, we gotta get quick. Be quick. Be quick. Make sure we're separated. We don't need to be that close. 10 seconds. Alec, back up some so you can land it up simple. And time. All right, let's add to it. So now we're going to do the reverse of that. We're going to roll the ball from one side to the other. So we're going to move this ball towards my other ball. So it's going to go towards the ball. Then we're going to roll it behind me, unwind, kick it back where that ball was, roll, touch it back where it's from, switch my feet. So now I'm rolling the ball back to my other ball. Make sure you add quickness as you get used to it without hitting the ball. Let's go. So this is the reverse of it. And all I'm trying to do is constantly get them in off-balance position so their brain has a remember what the movement's like, and hopefully through enough repetition it becomes a natural movement so they're not off-balance anymore. So what I do is keep teaching off-balance moves until they're not off-balance anymore, meaning it's easy, like riding a bike, and then we go to the next one and the next one and the next one. And I'm a big believer that's what adds quickness to them. Not speed training without the ball, speed training with the ball. So right now we're just trying to connect the brain to the body with the ball, and then we add speed as they develop the move. And like I said, this is the first time I ever ran this session with 2 balls, just because I decided to. I do with what I got. I have a lot of soccer balls, so that's what we're doing. 10 seconds. Time. Good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to combine and go back to the pull back. We're going to add a kick pass. So we're doing the pull back, towards the ball, roll, touch it, where the ball was, kick catch, kick catch. Then let's get side, pull back towards the ball, roll, touch, stop it, kick catch, kick catch. Make sure you stop it where it's supposed to be. Kick catches don't have to be large, it can be tight. I want quick little feet. So now we're just doing combination exercises to get the repetition, doing the same movement, but just adding to it so they're not bored, and it lets me know where they're at. So we have Nathaniel there, he's been doing this for a while. Landon, who's in front of us, has been doing this forever. And then Alex been doing this for a long time, and then get some in the back that have been here for a little bit and some that haven't been here at all. Got newbies, in-betweens. But our number one goal is create technical geniuses with the ball. Ball mastery. Black belts of soccer when it comes to individual technique. Ten seconds. Good, end time. Good job. Still have 2 balls. Now we're going to add some fakies to it. So I'm going to step in between the balls. I'm going to do fakie, switch feet, and hold it. Then I'm going to come back, go the other ball, other foot. You do a fakie, release, grab with the other foot to get placement. So it's here, here. I'm always trying to put the ball back in the space it was. Okay? Find your space, make sure you're in the right space. scenario to do is sort of double. So right foot on here. What you're gonna do is jump past the ball. Jump past it. Put the outside of the foot up. Get off. No, don't touch it. Step on it. Step on it. Jump past it. All the try avoid moving the ball. So just jump past it and then put the outside of the foot. Once you get here, let go. Good touch. Not push the ball. Leave the ball where it's at. There you go. After you do this, get sideways. Away from you. Step on ball to your right. Get back on it like this. Here, do it again and stop. Okay? Get away from it. There you go. And then put left foot on it. Good. Now go to the other side. So what I'll do is I'm going to show, then I always get someone to teach. So I'm going to combine. So I'm going to have a player, as you can see here, he stepped up to do it because he knows it. I always try to teach it, but because a lot of times when I am coaching, it's hard for them to listen to me. Sometimes they get nervous and don't pay attention, or they just freeze with their ability to think. So I have a peer, I have one of the kids of the same age, or a college kid, explain it to them. And then they understand a lot better when it's one of their peers. Less threatening. Coaches need to coach less and manage more. Good. Then you just push it down with the outside of your foot. All right, time. Okay, you can stick with that or continue with this. So what you're going to do is you're going to add movement to it. So I'm going to do a fakie. I'm going to drag the ball to me and grab it, kick catch back where it was, and go over it. So I'm going to drag the ball, kick catch where it came back. Now pull it towards me. Pull it towards me. Basically you do a fakey roll and go, but hit it back where it came from. Nathaniel, make it more fakey roll and go. So Nathaniel, when you're facing it, use your right foot on the right side, left foot on the left side. As you're starting. Good. Roll. And time. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to change it a little bit, make more sense. We're going to do a fakey, roll, and touch. Bring it back. Fakey, pull it towards you. Fake it, pull it towards you. And come back. Remember, we're doing fakey, step on it, pull it towards you, and then go kick catch back where it came from. I'm so tired. I'm so old. I need to drink water. So what I noticed in my freestyle coaching here is I taught it wrong. I screwed up on my progression. So I wanted to do the fakie and then get their foot on it with their plant foot and then pull it towards them at the end. And I didn't do that, so I had to fix it. A lot of them can already do this stuff. So it's not like, oh my gosh, look what they can do. They've been doing this for a long time. But there's newbies, like, he's a new one. Right there. He's really good too. But this is all new to him. And that's how they all look in the beginning. And then eventually they become that. Landon, come here. I have you on camera right now. Stay right there. So that's the fakie roll and go. Tell us what happened in that 3v3 tournament. When you used that move, what happened?
I got space.
Come closer. Sorry, that's good.
So when I did the fakie, when I pulled it back, I got space so I could dribble. Then I got a wide open shot and shot it.
Yeah, so he did a fakey roll and go on the sideline. The defender bit in and he took off past two people because they've never seen that before. But he does it in games quite easily. He scored his first goal in a 3v3 tournament doing that move. All right, thanks, Landon. So this move is like one of my favorite ones to do and teach because it works. And time, relax. All right, so to pull down, we're gonna walk. We're gonna transition the ball. And we're gonna make the ball go around the other. Go really slow and try to control where it's completely easy, slow, and rhythm. So you gotta get the ball to stick to your foot. Make the ball do exactly what you want it to do. Have control where it's not going too far. It's staying tight on the ball without touching the ball. So we're just working with two, getting them used to controlling it. Nathaniel's getting it. He's getting the ball to stick. And that's what you want. You want to get them to find a way to be successful doing this. So we're walking. We started with this. It wasn't too good, and now we're walking. We came back to it because they were failing. So now I'm putting them back. I was failing. I used to do this as a kid. Someone showed me. Actually, Spanky showed me. He was on my team. He learned it in ODP from one of his coaches, and then he showed us, and it was pretty cool. And we used to do it a lot, and then I stopped doing it. But never showed this before in 20 plus years of coaching. Reverse directions. Have the balls go opposite now. Have the ball go the opposite now. So again, challenge them, make them go reverse motion, constantly challenging the brain to learn how to manipulate the ball in different directions. Hey girls! Girls! Off the field! Still babysitting our field. As you can see, we're in flats behind the field. But our field is pretty much done, but I'm not ready to put cleats on there. I want the field to be immaculate, so we can hold big games on Hoy Stadium, on Lindley Field. All right, go any direction you want, but now you're going to jog with it. See how quickly you can do it? Do it without losing the ball. Yeah, just move quicker. See how far you can go. Pick up the pace, see how you do. So because we are in flats, we have one kid in cleats, which it's all right. Because we're in flats, I really have to be careful what I do because you can see the dew is coming up. It's getting slippery. I don't want any kids slipping, trying to battle, so I gotta be careful what drills I do. All right, let's make them work again. All right, time. 2 balls. You're gonna have 1 ball or 2 balls sticking together in front. Okay? So what you're gonna do is from this position, you're gonna run past the ball like this, and then you're gonna do a step over drag with 2 balls. So you're gonna step over drag, push both balls, stop, stop. That was garbage. Step over. Okay, that's your objective. Step over drag, 2 balls. So what I think I should have done, they've done this a million times, but is I should have had them do it with 1 ball, then add the second. But I bypassed that, which doesn't affect my top kids. As you can see, he wants to pull it, do the whole move. Nice, Lennon. Again, this is because I'm I kind of, when I do dribbling, I just explore, I test, I try new things. This is why I'm start videotaping so I can remember the things I teach, because a lot of things I'll teach once and not again because I'll forget. And I'm not going to write down, so I'm going to videotape it. All right, time. Now let's add to it. So let's get the balls flat in front of us. Instead of high, it's a claw. I'm going to do a step over drag by getting 2 feet to the left side. But this time when I step over, I'm going to drag 1 foot, pushing both, and then I'm going to pull, touch, pull, touch. So I'm going around. I'm going to try it again. Oh, stop. Just do it once. Step over, right. Pull, touch, pull, touch. Okay? Do the best you can. I failed miserably, but I think they can pull it off. And I'll show it without 2 balls so you can see the speed and what they use it for. Use your outside foot, Nathaniel. There you go. It's hard. Good job. Good job, Landon. So I'm film boy, trainer. I'll put this on YouTube because I want to remember it. Now I need to fix it. I want to make it better. And time. Okay, we're going to do it with 1 ball. So what we're going to do is you're going to have the ball. I have 1 ball on this side as a defender. The other ball just offset with the ball. So I'm going to drag the ball across and then back. So I'm going to do a step over, drag with the roll, touch it back to the side. So I'm constantly going to go, working one side of the ball to the other. Here, be around. Yep. Go. All right, so this is a step over drag. It's a V, Landon. It's not a pullback and then it's a V. No, that's a pullback. There you go. Good. Work on both sides. So I like the 2 ball system because I can use the ball as a defender. I can do my kick catches, my kick and goes. I can do my feints and goes. It's actually pretty good. Actually, 3 balls would be even better. I want to try 3 balls next time. 5 enough. We just had another player show up randomly. That's always fun. She is so tall. I think she's like 8. She's a monster. She should be a basketball player or goalie. Doing that step over drive. Stepping over, kick it, grab with the other foot. And keep going. Right, left, right, left. Oh my word. Hang time. Alright, in the spirit of step over drag. So now what you're going to do, it's going to get a lot harder. I'm going to put the ball next to it. Okay? I'm going to do a step over drag by dragging the ball diagonally back. So I'm going to go backwards. So it's going to require you to do a hard step forward back. I'm going to bring it back where it came from. Okay? Pull the ball back. You need to get back where you started. Got it? Oh, is this someone's ball? So now I'm asking them to do V's, pulling the ball back further. Because a lot of time I'm asking them to do the step over drag. A lot of times when they do the step over drag, they go forward. So I'm having them go backwards with it to make it more successful. All right, transition to the other side. Transition to the other side. All right, time. All right, we're going to transition with a kick catch. So I'm going to start next to the ball like I did. I'm going to do a step over drag, back, kick catch, and separate. Okay? And then I'm going to come to this side. Now I'm doing left. I'm here, step over, drag. Step on ball, kick catch. Push the ball up so I can do the other side. So I'm constantly try to kick catch it where you want the ball. Get better. See, you're like this. Got it? Again, it's the first time I've done this. I've done these moves, but not these patterns. And it took me a while to get it. It's in my head. Then I have to go through the reps to make it work. But this is freestyle coaching. This is what I do. I see what they can do, and then I constantly make small changes that I see and go from there. But I always have the basic idea of I need to find a way to get them off balance with the core moves that I have already shown them and get them to manipulate the ball in just different ways. And if I don't keep doing that, they're not going to want to keep training. I always have to make it different, so it's never the same. I hated that in soccer. Going to practice knowing I was going to do the same dang routine, cut, forever. So I train the kids how I wish I was trained. Always off balance, always with new different moves, different patterns they can use it. And then it transitions to a game a lot quicker. But if you don't start at an early age and get the reps, it's gonna be a long soccer life of failure. So anyways, this session's over. I'm calling it done. I want to keep training, but I'm done filming. So anyways, thanks for watching.